I was enveloped all at once in his vast burgundy coat and what seemed to be an even longer scarf than usual. It's been eons, hasn't it? I've been shockingly remiss. He went sweeping into the cottage with his usual careless aplomb. I followed in his wake. He sniffed the air and grinned. You knew I was coming, so you're baking a cake. And with that he made straight for the library. I watched him rove through the bookshelves and thought back to the previous night's troubled dreams. I recalled sitting in this very room, scared to go back to sleep. Several of the precious old tomes lay open on the desk. Have you been reading my books? The doctor asked gently. Oh, just browsing, I said. Which was true, wasn't it? I was never a great reader, especially not of queer old books like these. But during my sleepless nights, I had started to come here and pore over the ancient print, almost as if I was looking for something, as if I was looking for old secrets in my dreams. I thought you preferred something a bit lighter, murders and romance, that sort of thing. He bundled together a heap of books, then headed for the door. Shall we be off? Where to? I gasped. A little spin in the TARDIS for old time's sake, eh? I've got a free morning, and you're not doing anything special, are you, Wibbs? Well, there's the baking. We won't be gone very long, he promised. It's just that I think you could do with my help. His eyes were suddenly very serious. I believe you're having some trouble in your dreams, aren't you, my dear? The breath caught in my throat and I found I couldn't speak. And so, turning off the enormous kitchen range and folding my best penny into its drawer, I allowed myself to be led, once more, towards that battered blue police box. But this is somewhere nice, I burst out some time later, feeling shocked. The TARDIS had brought us to a fishing village, somewhere along the steep and rocky coastline west of Rome. Porto Ercole, the doctor said. The surf was crashing and the sun was melting into the horizon. All the little houses on the craggy and rugged shoreline looked inviting, and the doctor's mood seemed mellow for once. Sometime early in the 1800s, he mused. Shall we go and meet the locals? It was lovely to have the last of the day's sun on our backs as we strolled into the ramshackle town. I felt my workaday cares draining away, and I smiled, listening to the doctor describing what he'd eaten on his last jaunt to Italy. What we need is a little trattoria, he sighed, some rough, red table wine, and I imagine the seafood here is spectacular. Look at those ships in the harbour. They were returning with the day's catch bound up in bursting, glistening silver nets. Soon we were in the narrow, winding streets of the village, where the doctor was surprised to find people less welcoming than he'd expected. Narrow, shifty looks followed their every move. Doors shut abruptly, pale faces watched from dark windows. Strange, he said. What's the matter with them all? I asked. I don't know. We found a small inn at the heart of the village. The main room was pungent with wood smoke and the delicious sense of a spicy broth. A huge boar's leg was turning on a spit above the fire pit, and a cauldron of fish soup was bubbling away beside it. This is more like it, grinned the doctor. Landlord, he greeted a small, dark, suspicious-looking man. Thirsty travellers here, ravenous and full.